Welcome to the How Good It Can Get podcast, where we dive deep into the transformative journey from surviving to thriving. Join me, your host, Andrea Rice, on this empowering exploration of mindfulness, spirituality, and unlocking your full potential. Let me show you just how good it can get. Hello, and welcome back to How Good It Can Get. I am your host, Andrea Rice. I do believe that we can manifest anything we want. And I came across quantum jumping. And you may have heard of the term, or you may have heard a little bit of a buzz about it and not known exactly what it is. But I feel like it's taking manifesting to a whole new level. If you can manifest, wow, what can you do if you can quantum jump? So exactly what is quantum jumping? Well, there is a theory, the multiverse theory, that says that there is an infinite number of realities. And in those infinite number of realities, there's an infinite number of versions of you. In one, you may be a teacher, a firefighter. In one, you may be homeless. I mean, there are infinite possibilities. So there's this man named Burt Goldman, and you can Google him. Fascinating man. And he is the one that became the pioneer of quantum jumping. And his idea was, well, if there's an infinite number of versions of you, wouldn't it be nice if you could tap into the versions that were more successful than you and figure out, how did they do it? Or if you're having a problem, what if you could tap into the version of you that already had a solution? Now, we can't go there physically, no, but he thought, what if we could go there with our minds? So that's what Burt set out to do. And he had some fascinating results with it. But let me talk a little bit about what you have to do in order to get into the state of mind to quantum jump. You have to be in an alpha state. And what is that? The alpha state is a restful, wakeful relaxation that is associated with increased alpha wave activity. So this is typically the state you would be if you were meditating. You're not asleep, you're awake, but you are in a restful, wakeful state. Now, beta state is typically how we are all day long in our waking conscious state. So this would be a more relaxed state between your everyday state and sleeping. And there's some other levels in there, but you're in a wakeful, relaxed state. And Burt had so much success with this. So what he would do is he would get into this relaxed state and he would go and quantum jump into another reality and extract information from those other versions of himself. I mean, he was so good at this, he became a master painter. He wasn't a painter in this life, but he would quantum jump and bring back that information. And then all of a sudden, he could paint. He was teaching a lot of classes, seminars on quantum jumping in his life. Now, this is in his 80s. He passed away a couple of years ago in his 90s, but in his 80s, he was quantum jumping and excelling at new skills all the time because he was quantum jumping. And he was teaching a course and the students challenged him to become an expert in photography over the weekend. So he took that challenge. And not only did he come back to the class the next week with some great photographs, he had actually created a new type of photography. So Burt had so much success with this, and he really was the pioneer of quantum jumping. Burt Goldman, so much information on the internet about it, but I wanted to bring it up because it's a tool that I think we can use to take manifestation to a new level. What if we can tap into alternate versions of ourselves? What if you are struggling with a problem today that another version of you already has the solution to? You can just quantum jump, talk to that alternate version, see how that alternate version handled it, and bring that information back to this reality with you. Now, I have been practicing it myself, and I've done some quantum jumps, and It's fascinating. It really is. And you may ask, well, how do you know if you're really quantum jumping or just daydreaming? And I guess the answer is you really don't know 100%, but if it's working, does it matter? No. If you can see it, it is real. If you can see it, you can be it. If you can see it, if you can dream it, you can do it. I am a firm believer that if you see a version of yourself, if you see success for yourself, if you see yourself living a life that you want to live, then it is attainable. The problem is sometimes we don't know how to get from where we are to where we want to be. But if you can tap into these alternate versions of yourself that have already been through where you're going and already achieved what you're trying to achieve and bring that information back with you, wow. Just wow. Like how unbelievably wonderful would that be? How much would that change your current reality? And if you follow me on Instagram or on my website at howgooditcanget.com or on Instagram at an abundant universe, you know, I am always saying we create our own reality, and I am a firm believer in that. But what if we could really harness the power of quantum jumping? Could we create our own reality faster and better and more beyond our wildest dreams? Maybe. And so that's what I wanted to bring to you today. I just think it's a fascinating concept. It's a wonderful thing to think about, to try, to harness, to take your manifestation to a new level. I highly recommend you try quantum jumping, get into a meditative state, visualize a door, and take that jump into a reality that you want to see for yourself. See it already playing out for an alternate version of you and bring it back to this reality and watch your life change. And so I'm going to keep quantum jumping. I hope you give it a try, and I hope you check out Burt Goldman. So much great information on him. And if you have any success stories in quantum jumping, I want to hear about it. You can message me at an abundant universe on Instagram or email me through my website at howgooditcanget.com. I'm going to jump off here right now and go take a quantum jump. Let me hear your stories. Thanks. I'll see you next time. You've been listening to the How Good It Can Get podcast. Remember, the power to transform your life is within you. So stay mindful, stay empowered, and keep embracing how good it can get.